The NBA is as talented as it has ever been. The league is full of superstars. Several teams have multiples, and the depth has made it difficult for some decent, and in some cases outstanding players to obtain the attention that they deserve. In almost every game, there are underappreciated players, and they come from a variety of backgrounds. There are certain guys who don't receive much action, but should be in rotations more often. There are some rotation players who should be seeing greater playing time. Some of the game's sixth men are more talented than most people know. There are even some celebrities that deserve more recognition simply for being celebrities. So let's take a look at the top 7 most underappreciated NBA players. At number 7, Isaiah Hartenstein. For the past 3 seasons, Ivica Zubac has been a consistent, dependable starting center for the Los Angeles Clippers. However, his backup in 2021 through 2022, Isaiah Hartenstein, has been one of the league's most exciting and productive big men. Hartenstein is the NBA's 12th best BPM player, averaging 17 points, 10.4 rebounds, 4.1 assists, 2.8 blocks, and 1.8 steals per 75 possessions. Filling the box score with hustling stats isn't unusual, but the passing might be. When you have a big guy who can be trusted to do more than just grab and dunk, it opens up a lot of opportunities for the guards and wings who surround him. And Hartenstein's consistent ability to make the appropriate read and pass when his own shot isn't available has helped LA's second unit tremendously. With Hartenstein on the floor, the Clippers are plus 13.1 points per 100 possessions and minus 3.3 points per 100 possessions when he's not. At number 6, JaVale McGee. With 16.3 minutes per game, JaVale McGee may be straddling the line between 6-man and rotation guy. For the Phoenix Suns, Cameron Johnson, Landry Shamet, and Cameron Payne are all averaging more minutes off the bench. But despite the semantics, we're going to give him the nod because he's tied with Chris Paul for the team lead in EPM and trails only 3 Suns starters in predicted wins. When adjusted pace for playing time, McGee's production looks downright insane, as it does for some of the other bigs listed here. He's averaging 23.1 points, 16.2 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks per 75 possessions. His true shooting percentage of 67.5 is 11.9 points higher than the league average. And when McGee and Devin Booker are on the court together, the Suns are a solid plus 9.6 points per 100 possessions. Context is important because that duo has played against fewer starters, but that's a stronger 2-man net rating than Booker and DeAndre Ayton. At number 5, Kevin Love. Jarrett Allen is having a legitimate all-star season. Darius Garland may have a case to play in the game as well. Evan Mobley, on the other hand, is a Rookie of the Year candidate with future superstar potential. As a result, Kevin Love's re-emergence has mostly gone unnoticed. However, he should be considered for 6th Man of the Year. Love's 8.9 BPM is the 3rd highest in the NBA. Yes, 3rd in the league after only Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's his best score since an 8.9 in 2013 through 2014, his final season with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and his influence extends beyond the theoretical. Love is averaging 25.2 points, 13 rebounds, 4.6 3-pointers, and 3.7 assists per 75 possessions while shooting 43.3% from outside the arc. And when he's on the floor, he boasts the NBA's number 5 net rating by 3.7 points, which is no small feat for a reserve. At number 4, Gary Payton Jr. Gary Payton II, like Toppin, was suddenly put into a different role due to health and safety standards, although he was one of the game's most dynamic finishers and defenders even before he was named to the starting lineup. Payton is averaging 17.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, 2.8 steals, and 1.7 3-pointers per 75 possessions this year. His true shooting percentage is an astounding 70.9%. And his propensity to slash and rim run off the ball has made him a nearly ideal complement to Stephen Curry. When Payton and Curry are both on the court, the Warriors are an incredible plus 24.4 points per 100 possessions, which is the 100th percentile. When Curry isn't on the court, they're a solid but mortal plus 11.8, which is in the 95th. At number 3, Fred VanVleet. Scotty Barnes, Gary Trent Jr., Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all deserve some credit, but Fred VanVleet is virtually single-handedly keeping the Toronto Raptors' playoff chances alive. When VanVleet is on the court, the Raptors are plus 5.5 points per 100 possessions, and minus 15.9 when he's not. For comparison, that 21.4 swing trails only Nikola Jokic's 24.1 among players with at least 500 minutes. With VanVleet at the helm and 20.8 points, 6.7 assists, and 3.5 3-pointers per 75 possessions, Toronto appears to be a playoff club. The team almost quickly disintegrates when he exits the floor. At number 2, DeJounte Murray. There is room for improvement in DeJounte Murray's scoring efficiency. His actual shooting percentage is 6 points lower than the league average, but every other box, he checks more than compensates. Murray may miss a lot of shots himself, but the open looks he produces for others have helped the Spurs' offensive rating, points per 100 possessions, and effective field goal percentage when he's on the floor. In terms of raw production, few if any players can compete. Murray has a per 75 possession average of 18.7 points, 9.2 assists, 8.8 rebounds, and 2.1 steals. At number 1, Jarrett Allen. As the Cavs' dive man, Jarrett Allen appears to be the NBA's next great rim runner. He's averaging 19.2 points, 12.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.7 blocks, and 1 steal per 75 possessions, with a 71.7 true shooting percentage that ranks 7th in the league among players with at least 100 shots attempted. But it's on the defensive side of the ball where Allen's effect has been felt the most this season. Allen's presence on the back line has been immense as the backbone for a big lineup that includes Evan Mobley and Lauri Markkanen. When he's on the floor, the Cavs allow 103.9 points per 100 possessions, compared to 107.4 when he's not, and the 7% disparity between what Allen gives up and what players would be expected to shoot on those shots is the greatest among the 20 players who have participated in at least 10 games and defended against 15-plus field goal attempts per game. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Top NBA, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. We'll see you guys next time.